Hello, it's me, your favorite cartoon friend, the Enlightened One. And this week we're gonna go cut the shit. Uh, I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna go call that asshole. He's gonna tell you what the show is about on this crummy little message. There.
You have reached the Magician's Assistant. If this is the Enlightened One, today's episode is... Back from the Dead.
Oh, they're back to the dead. I saw them dead. No, they're coming after me. Save me, Santa. Oh my God, they got Santa.
Hey, I think that Enlightened One's got a bit of a potty mouth on him a little bit.
I think he's confused about what we're talking about here today.
Yeah, I'm very confused as well. I mean, but, you know, what can we say?
All right, let's just... I am, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly, paranormal son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Woo, always. I love the intro every single day. And I am, of course, the Magician, and this is the only paranormal show made for wrestling fans by wrestling fans.
Oh, yes, that is true. That is damn true. So today is Good Friday.
It is.
And we would just like to have a positive show today because it doesn't always have to be doom and gloom, does it?
Not always, but I'm trying to think now. Is every show doom and gloom we do, or is it just a mixture of both?
A lot of our show, we get some happy, funny shows. We get some sad shows. We'll jerk your emotions, but I think today, Good Friday, we're gonna we're gonna talk back from the dead, and these, just like Jesus came back from the dead, these people came back from the dead, and we're gonna talk about that a little later.
Okay. Wait, sorry, I do apologize. The internet have just told me we've got a very special guest backstage.
Oh, don't tell me who it is. Don't tell me. Is it? Is it?
It is. It is.
It's Cush! Oh, I can't believe it.
How's it going, guys? What's up?
That is awesome of you to come on our show today to talk about all this crazy stuff.
Man, it's all the pleasure, man. It's all mine and stuff, man. I'm just delighted, man, to be here and stuff once more Friday night. Have a nice little spooky delight with you guys.
Always a pleasure to have you on, Cush. I mean, but yeah, this is probably one of the... is it the craziest show, would you say we do?
I think we're just all over the place. This, to me, I hate to, don't tell JFB this, but this is the funnest show. I love doing the show. It's zany, it's bonkers. Anything goes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we have so much fun. Do you know what I mean? We do. If things don't go to plan, we just laugh. Do you know what I mean? We just laugh it off.
So yeah, I'm surprised that you would even come on this show. I'm shocked.
Hey, you know what, man? I'm full of surprises, man. As you already know, man, in the league, you never know what you're gonna expect. It's gonna be always good and fun.
I thought like maybe the horror movies would kind of play into it for you.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's not really my forte, but sometimes I like to dabble in something, man, that I haven't tried before. You know, it's just something that I just wanted to, you know, just expand out my horizon.
Because, like, you know what happens to people sometimes in those horror movies? They don't make it out.
Yes, they don't, and that really kind of keeps you on edge, just to get the hair sticking out of your back.
Are you a horror fan, Liam?
I love horror films. I will be honest. I absolutely love them. It's probably one of my favorite genres.
Well, Cush, you got to tell us what you really think about this.
Well, I really think is, man, that I've seen a handful of those things, like from Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, and I noticed that certain kind of demographic really don't fare too well on that.
What? What are you saying?
Sorry, I
I'm
just
saying,
choked.
I think you're know what I'm kind of implying that
Well, yeah, just
you
say
know
it. You get
the
to just say
brother.
it. Don't dance around it.
Hey, the brother, man, they never make it out. They always be the last ones to go, and yeah, it happens every single time.
JP says, I'll make it out only because I am the killer. Oh, dear. This is going to be a fun
Yeah,
show
so
already.
you're saying that they always kill off the black guy first.
Yes, almost every damn time, and it's almost just so damn predictable. Just like, okay, when's this guy gonna go?
And they often really make the black guy really, 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 really scared too. Like the overacting scared, right?
Yes, just over the top and stuff, man. I mean, I don't think brothers be that scared. No.
Dear. So, what we've got on the show today? We've obviously got some amazing things in the vault. We've got another Paranormal Eats by the Paranormal Eats champion. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to go back from the dead.
You know what it is, Cush? If you got a Green Lantern ring, that black character, he's gonna make it.
You know, I mean, at least I know that. Yeah, at least they can have the brother, man, try to survive in the next one. Maybe you should give a call, man, to Jordan Peele about that.
Yes, they can do a black Green Lantern movie where they're all black guys with rings. That's a Jordan
that gives a
Peele
whole new meaning to supernatural paranormal.
Yes, a superhero. Yeah, that'd be a yeah. All right, let's get it. Let's get into the vault.
It looks like it's time to open up the vault.
Do you know the combination? Can I just say, by the way, I've actually said the password for this like probably over 100 times a day just so I don't forget it.
Okay, so what is the password?
The password is, and I hope I've said this right, Bosco.
Yes, the password is Bosco. Oh my goodness, you remembered. I'm so impressed that you pulled this off.
But the problem is that I've had to say it literally over 100 times a day just so I didn't
I
forget
wonder.
it.
I'm going to ask you again next week, so we're going to just see if this is working out. So let's see what's in the.
Caleb,
Aaron, say something to me. Hi, Caleb. How are you doing? I heard you're injured in AFW.
Oh, that sucks.
You're in the hospital. We wish you well. And I guess I'm supposed to acknowledge you as the real DTW champion.
am I missing something here?
Yeah, really. What's going on?
This was in the All FN Wrestling Community chat, and I said if he would talk to us and tell us that he wants this acknowledgement, I will do it on the show for him. So I acknowledge you, even though you're injured all the time. You are the real DTW champion.
There you go. There you go. So what's in the vault this week?
All right, let's just reach my hand in there, move that sock out of the way. I don't know what that was. Okay, here.
Whoa.
So, seems like a guy's on a scooter in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes around the corner, and there's something like a woman he just missed your plate again. So he goes around the corner, and there's a woman there, quickly turns around, and she's gone.
Do you realize that makes me jump so much? It's weird.
Like he almost hits this phantom, and then it's gone.
Have you ever noticed that though? It just takes you off guard completely as it goes around the corner. It's really, really weird. I mean, Cush, what do you think?
I feel like you never know unless you keep your eyes wide open and stuff and what's going around you. Because if you do blink and stuff, you might miss something that might be important to you. I know about saying goes like that.
JFP says he'll never be the better DTW champion. That's the JFP.
JFP. So yeah, that That seemed like a phantom girl in Japan.
Yeah, but the thing is, because you don't expect it, it just completely makes you jump no matter what. You know?
Yeah, I think that's definitely an apparition.
Yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely. It's really, really. God, we're starting off really big there, aren't we?
Oh,
Got anything else in the vault?
Yeah, let's reach and get our other item. Oh, hey, money! Look at that.
Wait, there's money in there? Since when?
Let's play the video. All right, so look at this. We're on the moon, and if you look at the crater, it starts to blink.
What the?
There's something going on in that crater.
Is that the camera? I'm watching that. I'm thinking that's the camera.
There's a little bit of zooming in a bit more. You see the little blinking?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like Morse code-ish.
And this is zoomed further in as well, I believe.
See, it looks almost like Morse code.
Look like a boombox. Look like a boombox man with the speakers going up.
Yeah. Is there alien bases in the crater of the moon?
I have to wonder though, what do they actually play on there? What music, you reckon?
Oh, I think he'll probably play some hip hop, man, the way it's beating so fast.
What kind of music? What kind of music do you want to hear come out of the moon?
Slapping the bass, man. That's what's going to slapping the bass.
Because you know I'm all about the bass. Wow. Yeah, that's a real weird one. But I don't know.
Is there, guys? Do you think there could be like an alien base in one of those craters?
Yeah, I think there is. I mean, how many times over they've tried to say that there is actually life on Mars? I mean, this is probably going down a whole scientific route. Let's be honest.
Or I hate to say this because I love the idea of there'd be something weird up there, but is this a hoax?
Possibly. I mean, you can camera-wise, you could probably do some video editing, but I don't know. This is one where I think you could look at it both ways.
It could look like it could be something that's been made or something like that, just to throw you off guard. I mean, it looks pretty authentic, but you never quite know what's up, man, with people and their gifts, man, and graphics.
Well, it's also like you're gonna get hits on the internet, on YouTube, just for making this little hoax. It doesn't have to be real. You just have to get people's attention.
Yeah, I've seen that actually done before, where you watch like a video, and from your eyes, it actually does look like it's paranormal, but it's actually been debunked, and it's just like, wow. Why would people go as far as that just to get?
And you see under like 5 million views.
Yeah, exactly. That's what winds you up more is the amount of views it gets for something which.
Wait. We need to make our own. We need to make our own hoax.
Didn't we get one?
There you go.
We were talking with JFB about doing our own hoax video, and we got it because you mentioned how many views we could get if we got that proper.
Yeah, JFB says I can do that exact same effect in After Effects.
So JFB, remember, we gotta make that hoax video because that's gonna make our numbers go up. And I'll have to delete this part of the paranormal podcast.
Yeah, no evidence at all.
Nope, deleted. This is the cut scene. You'll never see it again.
Michael Smith is down on that one. So, does that wrap up the vault this week?
Yes, it does. And now you got to put on your safety belts. Remember, you got floating devices all over the place.
Because it's now time to travel around the effing galaxy.
And we're I didn't get any peanuts again. Did you get yours?
I did not. These waitresses really want sacking. They're absolutely
Did you
terrible.
become a waitress?
Waitress?
Stewardesses. No, flight attendants.
Standard custodians. Yeah.
All right, stewardess, whatever. They're still the same thing. They're still bringing stuff.
We went from waitress to stewardess to flight attendant.
JP says I've been modeling a ship for the last 3 weeks. Oh, really?
Oh, sweet. He remembered the conversation. I didn't.
Dear. Well, So this is obviously part of the show where we take a deep dive into the wrestling world. What's been going on over the past, let's say, a week or so? Well, there's been absolutely loads of stuff. So obviously the last weekend was obviously WrestleMania. Let's just say the main event tonight too. In particular, fans are really not digging it. I mean, Canada Dry, I'll start with you on this one.
Yeah, they really. This is the hard part because they really wanted us to believe that Cody was going to win that. They wanted us to believe that. But then when the grand moment arrives for them to give him the belt, they don't. And it's kind of like they missed their chance of that big WrestleMania moment.
No, absolutely, I agree totally. I mean, you said it best there. That it's just like a big FU to the fans. I mean, that you said that yourself. I mean, Cush, what's your thoughts?
Kenneth Wright, he hit it right on the head because everybody thought that, the most predictable matchman on that card was going to be Cody's going to be anointed the champion. And, the build was there. The way, man, they orchestrated was there. And it was just came as a big surprise, as epic as that match was, that he came up short. I'm just like, is that it? That's really going to be a grand finale, man, on the greatest show, man, of the year? Yeah, I wouldn't be too thrilled about it either, man, by the fans. I kind of agree with them being man disappointed.
Yeah, the one thing that really wound me up is how the match actually ended. Now, if Roman Reigns beat him fair and square, then it'd be a different story. The fact there was like interference from obviously Sokoa, Paul Heyman, fans are like, can he actually win a match without that kind of dry?
I think he can, but they don't want him to for some reason.
Yeah, it's a weird.
It really doesn't do any favors as having a long reign like he has and stuff. The most longest reign since the days of Hulk Hogan. Having him look like real weak and stuff for having all that backup and help. Because I think he only had barely a handful of matches where he won by himself cleanly and stuff. So, yeah, that was a questionable way, man, of doing
Cody
it.
The next night.
Oh my God, that was absolutely brutal. But
this Raw was rated the worst Raw in a very, very long time.
Yeah. JP says it's Vince continuing to screw over the Rhodes family, but that's an interesting question because you brought this up kind of dry. Where does this leave Cody now? I mean, what happens?
Well,
next?
now they got him off the belt because now he's got to go take care of Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
So now they've got him on a side mission.
It's like a game, isn't it? Where you just
now you must go on your side mission before you can get back to your main mission.
Yeah.
AKA Roman Reigns probably taking a break because I haven't heard about him being booked there either.
Yeah, I mean, Cush,
and then Roman Reigns isn't going to Puerto Rico to defend the belt.
Nope, he's going to stay in the States. If he wants to, he's going to. He just got a big payday man of the year, so why not just have a little tobacco?
All right, what do we got next, Liam?
So, obviously, this past week on Dynamite, something was actually announced, which I'm super happy about. I'm just going to point that out. Is a very, very special AEW pay-per-view is coming to the UK, more specifically, one of our biggest stadiums in the UK, and it's, of course, All In.
And now, it's not just about UK here, Liam. I know you're excited that it's here, but the big thing here is not that it's at UK and Wembley Stadium. The big thing is that this All In is now their WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It's going to be the big show for them, and I'm not sure what's going to happen All Out, if they're just going to cancel that name and just going to flip the script, right?
All Out to All In.
But the one thing that obviously a lot of wrestling fans don't understand, I saw some comments earlier saying, "Oh, they can't sell out a stadium in the US, so they're going to come over to the UK." The thing is,
that is ridiculous. Why would you not go to some place that is going to make you lots of money?
Well, here's the thing, though, right? I mean, UK is actually known for supporting, I want to say, companies outside WWE, and of course, AEW is probably. Fans in the UK prefer AEW to WWE for obviously various reasons and stuff like that. So the fact that they
have the odd person who's really into WWE, but he's off in the corner by himself.
But yeah, I mean, there is obviously a big market, obviously, when it comes to the UK fan base. So, and I read that there's 25,000 people already because obviously the tickets go on sale in May, so they've already like 25 people like already interested. So I mean,
and obviously, if the British people aren't fully in, you can always have people from all over Europe coming in.
oh, absolutely. I mean, the stadium, I think itself does hold about 80,000, so
80 to 90.
about 85,000 on average. So if you could fill that up, that would probably be a massive event. So I mean, but I'm excited. I mean, I will
And
be
then
honest.
maybe next year you fill up Jacksonville Stadium.
Oh yes, I mean that would be brilliant. But the thing is, a
Yeah,
lot
I
of people
said,
will
man.
think. Sorry, what were we
Like I
saying,
said,
Cush?
UK and stuff, y'all are winning right now because y'all got the best of both worlds anyway by having Money in the Bank, man, in London in July, and now that, man, for All In. I mean, back-to-back months. I mean, yeah, y'all have something to look forward to stuff over the
If you
summer.
live near
So,
London, you're laughing.
dude.
Yeah, the one thing I love is obviously we spoke about this, that obviously we knew that obviously they were coming to the UK, but we just didn't know when. So when obviously this announcement was made, I didn't even think once it was going to be that. I thought it was to do with the game.
And
So
and let me just add here, I'm also still the one getting screwed over here. They're not coming to Vancouver this summer.
they're not.
Hey, they're not coming to Kansas City either, man. I'm not for pay-per-views.
Hey, don't even compare. You guys had your chance.
No, they pass us up on the shows and stuff, man. We've been having shows.
Oh, they've never been there either.
Oh, they haven't been there for the pay-per-views in a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's been like
saying. They've
5,
been
7
to
years.
your city. I'm talking about never being to a city.
Hey, I mean, I feel halfway like you can, Dry. I really do. We both deserve it itself. A long time coming. Hoping, man, both of us probably get it next year. Who knows?
Yeah. What do we got next on the list?
Right then, so we've got to get this. It's a deep story, but obviously we don't want to go into much detail. Now, of course, Vickie Guerrero has been circling through the wrestling news for, let's just say there's a bit of a family feud thing going on. I don't want to go into detail much.
I do, because
Okay, go ahead.
I think this is right, because she poured her heart out in on TikTok and was very, very well spoken, and she was very emotional. And if this is fake, and if she's just playing games, that but you don't play games with this. This is real stuff, and she poured her heart out. And then the next day, Vickie gets on Twitter and just berates her and tells her you're slinging mud, and pretty much admits that she was sexually assaulted. But
Yeah.
but that says, but this guy bought you lots of things.
The problem I've got with this is, I mean, I'm not against obviously family feuds, but making this public, do you know what I mean? Is this the right thing to do? Obviously, I don't want to go. I'm not going to deny the fact that obviously this accusation. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to do that, but is this really wise going live, obviously, to millions of people? Do you know what I mean? Bringing this like into the open.
If she feels she needs that for her healing of that sexual assault, yeah, I think it's fine. You have to look after yourself. And if that's freeing for you, when they're not there for you, they've already banned you from their lives. Like, come on, she's got to do something proactive.
Yeah, I get it. I get that, but it's like, I just think that, do you know what I mean? Some stuff doesn't need to be brought out into obviously public. I mean, Cush, what's your thoughts on all this?
I feel like it's all bad altogether on both sides. It's really not painting a good light, man, on this family, especially after all they've gone through since he's passing. And the only good thing I got to say about this is I hope she's getting the help that she needs and stuff, if it is real, and hopefully it is. Hope she ain't just trying to just throw more mud on her family's name, because that's the last thing they need right now. And really, it's a shame, man, seeing Vickie in this whole new light after I had so much, love and respect for her for how she was going about the business and stuff. I just hope that she'll get the help she needs with her sister, and
I think Vickie's the one that needs the help, really.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, both of them really do.
To choose a man who sexually assaulted your daughter over your daughter, that's low.
That's messed up. That's all kinds of messed up
thing,
too,
man. That's
it
the
really
whole
is.
thing about it is your mother's supposed to protect you. I don't care if your mother's 80 or she's 30. Your mother's supposed to protect you.
They call them mama bear for a reason, man. Got to protect their young, no matter how old they get.
There you go. I
mean, that's all bad.
based on obviously what we spoke about, I think JFB hits the nail on the head there.
Sexually assaulted victims need to speak out. This doesn't
Right.
Doesn't end if you don't say anything.
It won't.
Yeah,
right.
If something happened to you, you need to say something.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's probably a great thing to end on.
But the thing is that a lot of the girls, they feel shame about it.
Yeah,
it's not easy. It's not easy because there's a lot of shame involved, and to just come out and say that that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, it really does, though, and it's more better for them too. The faster they go about it, you can trust a few people and stuff, but if it needs somebody, or if it needs to be professional about it, just do it.
Yeah, but that does take a lot of courage.
Yes.
There you go. So I think JP says it absolutely spot on there. I can't disagree with him there. So yeah, speak out. That's the best thing we can say on that one, to be honest.
All right. What have you got next?
So has anybody been wondering what Danhausen's been up to? So he posted this on, I think, was it his Twitter, I believe?
Yeah.
Let me find the image. There we go. And it says, I've had a rough month with everything going on and had a great friend in mind, Pepsi Phil. Surprised me today with the Holy Grail collectible is an unspeakable act of kindness amongst other suspected unspeakable acts of kindness. He'll be mad that I posted this. I don't care. This is my revenge. I love this. I mean, everybody absolutely loves
CM Punk bought him Spider-Man #1.
Wow. That's a good friend. That's a good friend right there. That's where
Phil, you can buy me Spider-Man any day.
Pepsi Phil. I love that one. That is absolutely brilliant.
He should come back as Pepsi Phil. That's his new character.
It's
like here's Mr. America.
Yes, Pepsi Phil. Oh my goodness.
Did you actually, guys?
He just tried to be this goofy, like even if fans are booing him, he just tried to be this goofy character.
Almost like a blue blazer for Owen Hart too. Yes.
I actually remember the story what Paul Heyman said when he was at OVW when he was obviously training CM Punk, and his actual move was called the Pepsi Plunge, which was kind of funny.
I love that name.
Pepsi Plunge, and it's like not best political for WWE, but yeah.
WWE's we're a Coke business. In more ways than one.
Dear. So we've got one more story to wrap up the Galaxy news, and it's probably one Canada Dry is really, really excited to obviously share. So is it tonight the pay-per-view, I believe?
It is. Yeah. It's NWA pay-per-view, 312, and she's on the pre-show. You can watch her for free. You don't have to, I guess, order the pay-per-view, but
yeah, you got her on Fight, but the pre-show on YouTube.
You get to watch Natalia for free tonight. It's a good.
I mean, it's not
great to you on YouTube.
Not often you can say that though. You get to watch Natalia Markova for free.
I got to write an article recently about Natalia, and I got to have a nice little interview with her, and we were talking about her gear.
Really? Okay.
And so she's selling her red gear, and that's the gear that she won a lot of her big matches, and it's been all over the world. That's been on the WWE Network. It's been on AEW. It's been to concerts.
So it's literally been everywhere. It's literally global.
Yes, and so you had a line that her gear reminded you of something.
I've said a lot of things. Then, did you want to remind me?
You said, was it like you're advancing to the next level?
Yes, it's kind of true that that's the way I look at it. Do you know what I mean? Because we see how far she's obviously come. Obviously,
and Natalia actually loved that line, by the way. So she knows this from you.
There you go. But it is right, though. And you know what I mean? I'll always remember when she obviously did the 2 AEW Dark matches, and then obviously now look 3. I remember 2. What was the third one?
It was Abaddon.
Really? I need to look back long. I don't remember seeing that one, but
yeah, she had this really good scared moment where she's like, ah.
But yeah, here's the thing, though. Do you know what I mean? To know the fact now she's in NWA, she's obviously a big star, and everybody loves her. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest.
What are your thoughts on Natalia Markova, Cush?
Like I said, she's been really, really good and stuff lately, and she's really kind of hitting her stride. I'd say that she should be a future women's champion, probably either later on this year or start next year, because she's really seemed to have grasp of being in good matches and really showing that she can be a future main player, stuff, no matter what company it is. If it's not NWA, possibly Impact Wrestling or AEW.
Oh, I'd love Natalia Markova to become the Ring of Honor Women's Champion.
I could see that. I could definitely see her, man, being there, man, tearing up with Athena and Willow Nightingale and all them. Yeah, I could probably have a lot sooner. You think?
We'll make a good little cut promo for Natalia later. So, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Dear. I didn't actually know this, but Noob says, I'm very surprised that Natalia Markova is a gamer. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she loves the games. I had a few conversations with her. We were talking about our favorite games, and one of the ones that we both enjoyed was Yoshi Island.
God, I've not played that in years.
Super Nintendo.
That's dope.
Wow.
You like the old school games too, Mario and all that.
Yeah, Yoshi Island is enjoyable. And when you play it on your NES, SNES Mini, you can pause it and rewind, so you can, by saving different spots, so you can fix it so you can get further. You're like, I can avoid that turtle if I stop right here.
Namer Burns says Natalia Markova has a perfect style for Ring of Honor. Stiff strikes. I mean,
oh yeah, she can throw you some bowls and stuff though too. I mean, that's how she punches and all that. Like she throws those hands, those elbows. Really like it.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna declare it right now. She is the best seller in all of women's wrestling.
that is true. That is very, very true. And JP says Yoshi is my spirit animal.
He eats a lot. He eats anything. He eats gophers. He eats fruit. Like, what doesn't he? He's like Fruit Cat.
Speaking of which, where is Fruit Cat?
Where the hell are you, Fruit Cat? I don't know.
Dear. Right then, so that ends the effing Galaxy news. We've got one more thing before we head into our main event, and I still cannot believe, even looking back now, how far this has come. I memean, it's Paranormal Activity Eats. Did you ever actually imagine this would take off like it has? I mean, I've always asked you this before.
You just try something out, and if it works, you keep going with it. That's all I say. And Cush, would you try any of these things? This guy, have you seen some of these videos he's eating?
Yes, I've definitely seen quite a few, and I'm just like, hey, more power to you, bro. Somebody's got to do it.
I was saying you're not going to be the Paranormal Eats champion anytime soon.
No, I mean, I got a lot more, but that's not one of them.
Your belt is safe here on the show today.
I know.
Michael Smith.
Okay, then. So this comes from obviously the Paranormal Eats champion himself, Michael Smith, and here it is.
Michael Smith here, your Paranormal Eats world champion. Since it's almost Easter, I'm gonna use a Reese's peanut butter egg, which is a disgrace because I shouldn't be ruining this because they are amazing, but this is Paranormal Eats. And I have tangy bacon Catalina salad dressing. Okay, that's disgusting.
Yeah, he's brave for that. He's a brave one.
He's our Bruno Sammartino, damn
it.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
This guy. Yeah, sorry, Matt.
I can't imagine, man, eating anything like that in the exact same place, but let alone on top of each other. No.
Michael Smith says JP isn't talking about eating, he's talking about the tongue. Naomi Burns says, oh my goodness, the brutality. And Michael Smith ends with forever champ. I mean, nobody dare challenge him at the moment. I feel like because the combinations he comes with are so crazy.
I don't think anyone can stand up to the legacy that Michael Smith has already started.
Oh dear. And JP says, hell yeah.
I would love to see GFD challenge for the Paranormal Eats Championship.
I actually want to see GFB do the one we did on the show, the apple and ketchup, because that was really fun.
Well, that might be enough to beat him if he does it. But I would like to see JFB step up to the plate and become the new Paranormal Eats champion.
There you go.
That would be that's like a WrestleMania headliner.
There you go. So JFB, we're throwing the gauntlet at you today, my friend. So yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up. Was anything else we need to do? Have I forgot anything?
No, I think that's about it. Thank you so much, Cush.
Hey man, it's always good being here, man. Like, hey, anytime you want me to be here, I always come here.
You made it out alive.
Yes, I have to make it alive in one piece of stuff though too.
See, I
one of the few brothers do so.
I got you.
Next to Buster Rhymes, I'm one of the few and proud men that be black men alive. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, Cush.
Take care, man. See you later.
I enjoyed that. That was I
love Cush. Cush is the best.
That's the first time I've actually, spoke to him on a show. So, do you know what? He's more than welcome to come back anytime.
Yes, and maybe he can be a guest on The Magic of Wrestling.
We're still on about these bloody challenging from JP. JP with whipped cream and tartar sauce, Michael Smith. No.
Oh. Who is Norma Burns?
I have no idea. I'm not quite. Is this somebody in the chat?
Do we know you, Norma? Or are you just an awesome person watching the show today?
There you go. So, right then, shall we get into why we're actually here?
All right. So, because it's Good Friday, and it's the start of the Easter season, it's the start of Passover as well. If you're Jewish, it's the start of Passover, and we just want to have a positive sort of show. And it's got a dark name, right?
It has. It's got a
from the dead.
Yeah, we want a positive vibe, but we're calling it Back from the Dead.
Back from the dead.
So as we call it, kind of right. It is what?
It's story time.
Boom! And apparently,
do you know why I made that intro?
Because it makes me jump every time.
No, because I was jealous of the one I made for you. Because I was like, I wanted that intro because it was so cool, and I can't get it back, so I had to try and make something else that I could have similar.
It is a good intro, though, man. I mean, it gets me every time, though, with a quarter thing. So, but
and that, of course, is the entrance to Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah,
or Ghouls and Ghosts, I think. Yes, Ghouls and Ghosts.
They're still on about this bloody JP challenging thing here.
He's making my videos as we speak. We could have a new Paranormal Eats champion next week.
We could. So, as the title says, it's Back from the Dead. So, even though it's got a dark title, it's still got a positive meaning.
It's for sure a 100% positive. Because not to be too overly Christian on you, but Jesus' death is very, very positive because he came back to life. And that's kind of where we're going at from that angle.
So all these stories are obviously what we've found. Is that correct?
Yes, these are some stories we scoured all the face of the internet, and we found these for you, especially for you.
There you go. So first, kind of dry. You first.
My first story is called "The Most Glorious Feeling."
You all right?
I am 100% awesome because I have the most glorious feeling.
Okay.
So in 1994, an orthopedic surgeon named Tony Ciceroria called his mom from a payphone during a lake house trip.
Mm-hmm.
They hung up, but he still had the phone in his hand when a blue flash came out. He hadn't realized there'd been a lightning storm brewing. He felt his body fly backward and then confusingly forward. Ciceroria turned around to see his own body lying on the ground. I'm dead, he thought. No grief, no ecstasy, just a fact. After watching a woman start CPR, Ciceroria moved on, floating up into the stars to see his kids getting their faces painted, realized they'd be okay. Then I was surrounded by bluish white light, an enormous feeling of well-being and peace, he said to the New Yorker. The highest and lowest points of my life raced by me. I had the perception of acceleration being drawn up. There was speed and direction. Then, as I was saying to myself, this is the most glorious feeling I've ever had, slam, I was back into my body. Weird side note, the doctor who revived Caesarea became overwhelmed with the urge to play and write piano.
The scariest thing there is obviously, do you know, seeing yourself, your own body there. I feel like that's probably one of the most scariest things going. Do you know what I mean?
So, yeah, he's seeing his body. Then he sees his kids getting their faces painted.
It just comes across as really, really creepy. You know. Ooh.
What's this weird moment where you're dead, but then you're not? So boom, bam. You're like, I made it to heaven, not so fast.
It's like you're going on a road trip, but then you got to turn around.
Oh, I forgot my keys, and then you just don't bother going.
It's always the keys, though, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always the keys, every single time, without fail. It's not anything else. It's not your wallet. It's always the keys.
Yeah, your phone, maybe. You need your phone. You need your wallet. You need your keys. Those are your three: phone, wallet, keys. Right? That's that Adam Sandler song.
Yeah, that is true. And the funny thing is, that's one thing I always make sure when I leave the house for work in the morning. I'm like, phone, keys, wallet, done.
And when I forgot my phone the other day, and I went 9 hours without my phone. It's interesting. You just kind of forget about it, and it's a little bit freeing in a way to not have your phone once in a while.
That is true. I mean, I've done it before, but I've actually forgot my phone, and even though you feel like lost, you think, you know what? Let's just see, what the day brings, and it's kind of interesting. I mean, we'll be honest. I
It's
feel
a little bit freeing. It's you're like but you rush back to that phone right away.
You look like how many seconds?
It's here. It's here.
It's like a kid, isn't it? I mean, the way technology is this day and age. I mean, everybody's on the phones, no matter what.
Yes. So, what story do you have next?
So my next story it's called Just Love, Unconditional Love.
Oh.
So after a 4-year battle with lymphatic cancer, Anita Morgenia slipped into a coma in 2006. Doctors were sure it was the end, not realizing that her near-death state. Make sure they're right. She still had a conscious. Initially, she felt like she was floating above her body with a 360-degree peripheral vision of the hospital room beyond. She told Today she couldn't see her late father himself, but she did feel his presence, and he had a message for her. He said that I've gone as far as I can if I can go any further. I won't be able to turn back, she said, but I felt I didn't want to turn back because it was so beautiful. It was just incredible because for the first time, all the pain had gone. All the discomfort had gone. All the fears were gone. It felt just so incredible. And I felt as though I was enveloped in the feeling of just love, unconditional love. About 30 hours after falling into a coma, Morgenia flicked back into consciousness. 2 days later, her organs started to regain function and the tumor started shrinking. Now she's cancer-free and is a public speaker and author of the book, What If It Is a Heaven? That's a mouthful.
Oh my goodness, I love that story.
That is a really good story. I know I kind of fluffed a few words on that one, but wow.
She had her tumor disappeared and she was healed. And then she had a mission.
Yeah. It's like that experience has like caused her to speak out about it,
Yeah, and she wrote a book, and enough to write a book. Your experience in heaven, like that's We just told a little short story about that. She made a whole book out of it.
Yeah, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there where this book, can obviously, connect with people.
And the part about being enveloped in love. That's just like, wow.
The one thing I actually love about that bit is when she said there was no pain, there was no discomfort, there was nothing. She just felt so happy. Do you know what I mean? I think that's probably
and she just felt the feeling of love. Nothing can beat that.
No, not at all.
Love is probably one. That should be a Green Lantern ring. Oh, it is. There's that love ring, isn't there?
Yes, there is. I like that one. That's really made me smile. I will be honest. And the fact that obviously
we got a few of these, so let's see what we got next. This one's called "It Was Really Bright." Annabella Beam had been diagnosed with 2 chronic, life-threatening digestive disorders. At age 4, by age 8, she was ready to give up until something unexplainable happened. She was sitting on a tree branch, and then the 30 feet in the air when it cracked. She fell all the way down into a hollow of the base of the tree, where she was trapped for 6 hours. She says she died and went to heaven. It was really bright, and I sat on Jesus' lap, and he told me, whenever the firefighters get you out, there will be nothing wrong with you. Beam told today.com, and I asked him if I could stay. And he said, no, I have plans you need to fulfill on earth that you cannot fulfill in heaven. When she woke up, her illness had healed. Her mom wrote the book, Miracles from Heaven, which was later turned into a movie.
Wow. The fact that it's gone into a movie as well, that just... Do you know what? When as was telling these stories, have you noticed it just makes you feel so happy? Do you know what I mean? You're reading these stories.
Well, it's their hope giving.
Mm-hmm.
They give people hope.
Oh yeah, I think that's the big thing. Do you know, hope, and that's the key word there. Do you know, hope? There's always hope.
That's all this life is. Freaking survival, damn it!
Wow,
we're making it.
Positive. I absolutely love that one's probably one of my favorites. The one you've just read there. I absolutely love that one.
Yeah, it's sitting on Jesus' lap. Maybe that's where they got the Santa thing from, huh?
Wrong show. It's not that time yet.
Well, Christmas. Jeremy said that technically that the Christmas and Easter could be switched.
Really?
Because Jesus was born kind of in the summer, and he actually died more Christmas time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But things got switched up over the years.
Oh, everything always gets switched up. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure Easter will be like probably in January next time. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. What is Easter according to Rehano? How can we describe Easter?
Well, Jesus died on the cross, and he rose again, and then now we have Easter bunny eggs. I don't know how they connected, but
some way.
Something happened along the way.
Somebody Google it, please.
I think it's a pagan holiday that got mixed in with the Jesus death and resurrection.
Yeah. Right then. So my next story is, I felt my soul or something came right out of my body. Now this is only a short one. So when Ernest Hemingway...
I just want to let everyone know before we continue on that this is brought to you by backshaves.com. He's been a client. Look at smooth like butter back there.
Did you really have to bring the duck out?
The duck's always got to come out. You love the duck. Don't you love me? Liam.
I wish I never told you the story now.
Talk to me.
What, Mr. Duck?
That's all I wanted. See you later.
Oh, dude. You know when you're like, you think back and you're like, why did I tell that story? I really did not want to tell that story, but now I did. So, it's a running joke now. So anyway.
Of course, backshaves.com, you got all the different tiers, and you get models coming to your house and shaving your back.
Yes.
That's only the top tier, though.
There you go, premium tier. Apparently they get more hotter the more higher up you
I
go in
didn't
the level.
say that. I said they're models. We didn't say what kind of models.
Well, hotter models then. Should we go with that?
Hotter models.
Hotter models.
Hotter models.
Sound like a Harry Potter reference.
All right. So it's my turn now.
No, it's mine. I haven't finished my story yet.
Oh, all right. There we go.
We're too busy laughing. So yeah, this is called "I Felt My Soul" or something came right at my body. So, and it starts like this: When Ernest Hemingway was serving at the American Red Cross in Italy during World War One, he was badly injured by a mortal bomb. He apparently died for the moment, but Herman's style he doesn't make it sounds too flowery. I felt my soul or something come right out of my body, like you'd pull a sink handkerchief out of a pocket of my one con. He told a friend it flew around and then came back and went in again, and I wasn't dead anymore. It's a short one. It's not really much
And
to
I
go on.
wasn't dead anymore.
I mean, you could.
What a way to say that. Like it's just like matter of fact, and I wasn't dead anymore. It's just like so weird to say that.
I can just imagine that you sat down at the pub talking to your friends, going, "And I wasn't dead anymore."
It's not good. You have the opportunity to say, and I came back to life. Instead, I wasn't dead anymore. It's so like matter of fact. It's not a celebration that frick, I'm back. What the hell?
Yeah, it's a short one that, and I just like that ending line there. And I wasn't dead anymore.
That's a shirt. I wasn't dead anymore.
That's a Halloween shirt. Easy.
And I wasn't. We can get some sort of logo on there, and I wasn't dead anymore. That could be a shirt for real. For Wrestling with the Paranormal.
Have you noticed the more we do these things, we're like, that's a shirt idea. That's a shirt.
This is tall. I'm writing this down. It's gonna be something.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So, right then, you've got one more story.
All right. This story is called "Time Wrapped Itself in on Itself."
Okay.
The Near Death Experience Research Foundation collects stories from people who have seen the other side. One 4-year-old girl was in the hospital with a high-grade fever that had caused hallucinations, vomiting, and fever. When she felt her toes reach the foot of the bed, she opened her eyes to see herself lying there on a gurney before her non-body started to rise up out of the building. Again, browsing through time, she writes, I later detailed things not occurred before I could even talk. As I kept ascending, I felt at peace. There was no questions or unknowns. Time wrapped in on itself. There was no past, present, or future as we see it here. Everything happened now and all in one time. I felt no fear or worries. I began drifting towards a beautiful light, and I wanted to touch it. Suddenly, there was a pop. I felt it like I was attached to a cord. Then something grabbed it and jerked me back down to earth and back into her body.
I love that little statement there where it's like something pulled me back down. It's like, what is that something? Is it
just like
life?
Her life wasn't cut. They forgot to cut it.
I just imagine it like a balloon. I just imagine it like a balloon going, no, come here. I like that one. Do you know, it's nice, you know, the fact that something's pulled her back down to life. I mean, is that life itself?
What? I just had an epiphany.
Go ahead.
So, the reason why God allows these near-death experiences is to give everyone hope, to show that there is something there. So he allows these little moments like pulling the person back. You're only doing this. You're only part of this so you can tell everyone about it.
Yeah. And then live to tell the tale, as the saying goes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it gives us all hope.
And that's the one word. Have you noticed that's the one word we used a lot, obviously, during this episode is hope. There's always hope, no matter how.
That's what our brand is about, right? We love to bring you into our community and really be part of our prediction league, be part of our family, and be part of growing F and wrestling into something special.
Yeah, and like I said, everybody's got their own upbringings, the ways of life, but you know what? We're still connected. We still get along. We still.
Oh yeah, it's about a force of positivity.
I think them two words, overall sum this episode up absolutely amazing. Is obviously hope and positivity. Do you know what I mean?
Hope and positivity.
With everything going off in the actual world these days, there's not enough positivity. There's not enough hope.
But you got another story, don't you?
I do. So we're going to end obviously on it's another short one, and it's called "I Had the Vision of Seeing a White Light." Now, when actress Jane Seymour was shooting the 1988 film Onassis, she went into an apocalyptic shock when her bronchitis antibiotics were injected into a vein instead of a muscle, which sounds really painful, by the way. And she quoted, "I had the vision of seeing a white light looking down and seeing myself in the bedroom with a nurse frantically trying to save my life and jabbing injections in me. I'm calmly watching the whole thing," she told the Omaha World Herald in 2016. She later added to the HuffPost how the experience has changed her, and she quoted, "I remember looking down at this body that was mine, realizing I wasn't in it, and I totally grasped the concept that your body is really a vehicle," she said. "You need to service it like a car."
Wow.
Wow. That one's really, it makes you think a lot, do you know what I mean? Because that's probably one of my biggest fears is like, I mean, this is kind of similar to the first story where you're looking down and it's just really, like if you're that way, do you know what I mean? It's really weird.
Yeah, she didn't speak about the love and the hope and all that kind of stuff so much, but she talked about the white light and go into the light. We hear that a lot. Power, and they always want to feel safe there. You feel, at peace. Those are all the words that I use usually.
Yeah. And Naomi Banks sums this up really, really well. And it's called "Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies." Shawshank
Oh
Redemption.
my goodness! I love Shawshank Redemption. That is, I love that quote in Shawshank Redemption. There's so many good quotes in that movie.
Yeah, that is really. Do you know what? I've listened
Another
to
one
all these...
tied in right now, Liam. Shawshank Redemption. And this ties in perfect to this episode. Get busy living or get busy dying. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get busy living.
There you go. Do you know what? We've covered obviously a lot of episodes, creepy ones, funny ones, but this is probably one where I haven't listened to all these stories. I feel, really, really good. I feel happy. I feel more.
Yeah.
Just because there is positivity. It's.
Oh,
I've never.
You don't have to give. You can, but I got a really good one for knowledge is power.
Okay, then I've not got nothing, but I will.
I got a really good one there. Okay.
Okay. So we'll go into knowledge is power, but this is all on you. Are you ready?
All right. All right. It's time for your Good Friday sermon from the patron saint of professional wrestling, Canada Dry. So, tell you what, my sermon is very, 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 very simple. And if you got yourself down, if you got yourself beat up, gather up your courage because it's time to get busy living or get busy dying. And guess what? We're getting busy living today.
And that
get busy living.
And that is knowledge is power. I'll be honest, I could not even top that. So you really absolutely nailed it on that one.
I love that line. She brought shots. She just changed the whole direction of the show. Do you see that? If you write something, you can change the whole direction of the show. Brilliant Shawshank Redemption changed the whole what the show was going to end in. Now we got the whole Shawshank in this too. I
wonder what Cush thinks. Shall we find out?
Oh, is Cush coming on back?
No, he's been here all along.
Oh, he's been watching from the whole time.
Told you I'm full of surprises, man. You never know.
Cush, what do you think of this story time?
Hey, I think it's very riveting stuff, man. I mean, you never know, man, what possibly can turn around and stuff. It's something that everybody needs to hear, stuff to truly hear or really be there to believe. I think everybody has had some paranormal activities that happen to them one way or the other. Just all we got just about getting their stuff across the world. And I liked it. I mean, it's pretty riveting stuff. You know, my mom, you know, rest her soul, she had a few stints with some paranormal. She actually has seen my late great grandmother who visited herself when she was a kid. I
Wow.
mean, I might actually have something for y'all, man, about that probably later on down the road.
Oh, that'll be cool. But yeah, just that hope that this episode brings is that there is a heaven and you can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Always
a great
one way up or one way down. That's where we all gonna be going.
If you want to be like that little girl and sit on Jesus' knee and ask for a Christmas present, then let's get to heaven with us.
Mm-hmm.
Dear, wow. This, like I said, we've covered so many episodes, but this is the one where I feel more happy. It's really
So let's
weird.
talk about a little promo stuff here. What do you have on the show tomorrow?
Well then, so for tomorrow we go from Back from the Dead to Unpopular as we cover unpopular wrestling opinions with some very special guests from Six Wins Media.
So we're going to find out what these 6 Win Media guys are all about, and maybe we'll have some sort of partnership with them. I don't know. Maybe we can have a relationship with another brand, but we'll see.
But I will be honest, there's obviously somebody sent their unpopular opinion, and I will be honest, I think it might actually piss you off.
Oh my goodness, I hate them already.
So I promise you that will be on the show tomorrow. So, and I think it might piss Mr. Rides as well because he will be back on the show tomorrow as well.
Oh, you stay away from Brett. But yeah, we got discounts on the shirts right now.
Have we? Okay.
Yeah, so there's a sale going on. I think you hit Spring 23 is the code word, I think, for Pro Wrestling Tees. And we got the Natalia Markova shirt here with wearing our all wrestle. Oh my goodness!
Does she come with a shirt?
Yeah, right.
I don't even know what to say to that. But yeah, we got the Kool-Aid shirt?
We do.
The effing wrestling. Our drinks taste so good they cover the taste of poison.
Have you got the full collection on these yet?
I have this one, and I got Blue Blast, but I'm really all about that grape drink.
Great. I'm actually going to order that one.
Kush, which shirt would Kool-Aid drink would you get? Which flavor?
It'd probably be something like red and stuff. You know, that's one of my favorite colors anyway.
Oh, you get the cherry one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you know what. That's probably going to be one of my next shirts I will be ordering. So, and don't forget, if you like old school wrestling, Canada's right. Tell them all about it.
Yeah, we do Adrian shirts.
Yeah.
Of course, if you want to buy an Adrian Adonis shirt, this one right here, a couple others that are on there. Really, we got at least 4 really good ones for Adrian Adonis, and we had him on the John Elo on the show last week on the LF Wrestling Show, and that guy he did some dig like he felt like he knew Adrian, like how much he learned about him, and just like learning something new about one of your wrestling legends is always special.
Yeah, of course it is. It was an amazing episode. Obviously, I had the front row seat because obviously I was on the second part of the show, but I would definitely recommend that out. And if you want to connect with us, you can head to fnwrestling.com. You can find all our social medias on there. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube. We're everywhere, right? Would you agree?
And we're right in the descriptions. You can find the effing Galaxy all there. Everything's there.
Yeah, of course. And is that everything? Have I missed anything?
I think we got everything. I think, yeah. Oh no, we got the round table on Sunday.
That is true. So we're going to be with Canada Dry, myself, JFP and
maybe Cush. We're gonna see because I already asked Dr. AFW first, but Cush could be on the show.
of course, so don't forget to tune in at 1. And I always get your
Just let
times
me
on.
say it. 10:30 Pacific or 1:30 Eastern. Of course, if you're in the mid, just sucks to be mid.
Oh dear. So, on behalf of me, the magician, Canada Dry, Cush, this has been the Wrestling with the Paranormal. Canada Dry, take it away.
And remember to bring your Green Lantern ring with you when you're in the horror movie. Just keep fighting!
How long have you been there?
I told you this is my new gig.
You getting paid for this gig?
Yes, I start the show and end the show. It's me, the enlightened one.
So normally I do a list, but you know what? I'm going to do something different. You know, this episode's been really, really good. So I'm just going to end with a nice little quote, and it is, "In a world where you could be anything, be kind." That's going to end the show like that.
And I'm going to end the show with a song.
Okay.
I am the new Santa Claus. So you better watch out. You better not do. Santa Claus is coming to town.